Craft and See by Laura B. With Laura B. Whatever it is. I don't even know anymore. Anyway, I am here to do a little bit of mixed media before I do altered playing cards. And of course I put the altered playing cards somewhere that I can't find right away. Oh, here they are. And because I can't find the deck of cards I have, I'm going to use these Uno cards. Now, I live alone. Don't have anybody to play cards with. I mean, I could play Uno by myself, you know, and just switch up. But anyway. And the funny thing is I've had these for like 3 years, and they weren't even opened. They weren't even out of the cellophane. So, eventually, probably not today, maybe we'll do a couple of those. So, what I have done so far, the story so far, did not realize this was not completely dry, and, well, I did wash my hands, and now they're not. Before I get started, though, how is everyone? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning. So this was something that already had some stuff on it, and I just went ahead with my Distress Oxide. Now, I did use water, and that's where we got the lines that came down, and so I am going to attempt this again, but on a less grand scale. So, this sat in front of my air conditioner, which is now just basically a glorified fan, on high for probably a good 20 minutes to a half an hour, and I went touching it, and, well, it's not dry. So what I can do, though, is take a tissue and just kind of blot it. See? Look at that. And because... Oh, Tracy label. Because it's parchment paper, it is not going to dry very fast. We all know this. Or if you didn't, like, then you know now. Look at that. Learn from my mistake. So, I'm going to set this aside and begin our next adventure. So now I have some tracing paper out here to do this with. And I have some more parchment paper. So I'm going to try not to take for absolute ever, like my normal self, and get her done. Get her done. Alright, so I think I have everything that I want. Yes. Because my point is I wanted to play with the vellum. Oh, vellum. Play with this and the tracing paper, and then we'll use that to do our playing cards with. And I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I forgot where I put my vellum. It was upstairs. And then I heard one of the hens doing her egg call, and it made me realize, oh my gosh, you haven't checked on the baby chicks in like 45 minutes to an hour. Must run up there and see if they're doing okay. And they are. My chicks are outside now in their semi-permanent home. I did a makeshift, totally ghetto coop and run for them. And last night was their first night outside. And when I went out, and, you know, it was... The chickens were all roosted. The hens, the mature hens, were already roosted. But the babies, I still call them babies, they were crying because it was their first night outside. And, you know, I had everything set up, but still they were crying. So, anyway, that's my story. And they're fine. And the hen is just crowing because... doing her egg call because she's all proud of herself. So, all right, here we are, and I'm just laying out what I have, and then I'm gonna put it all back. This is the parchment paper. And there's really not. There is a bit of a difference, so we will use this side, and then some vellum. And I ran across this, which gave me the idea of like, hey, why don't we do a stencil? That might be fun. Anyway, so here we are. And I'm going to set that out, and I'm actually going to start with this and just see what happens, because we're having a play today. It's all about the play. So I've got my big paper packing paper out here to do, to protect, because boy, howdy, I've sprayed things I didn't want to spray. And that was the barn door, I believe. Yep, barn door. And then this is the fossilized amber. And yes, I'm going to mix them, but I'm going to try to do less spritzing and more. Louisa Hines does this so much better. A lot of people do it so much better. So, all right. Let's see, and I'm actually going to sit down. So, what y'all doing today? This is what I'm doing today. And then I've got a bunch of laundry I've been neglecting, and, you know, the house and neglecting because it's more fun to play with this. And I'm learning how to, ooh, now I like that. That turned out nice. So, it's just, this is the one thing I don't like about vellum, how it curls when wet. So, I am going to very quickly, hopefully, I'm going to hang this up over there on my little twine lines to let it dry. I'll be right back. And of course, when you think it's just going to be 2 seconds, you run into an issue. Again, please try to ignore the fan in the background because, well, I am always hot. I'm trying to get it to stay cool. Just doing that to get a little bit of that off. This is my Pampered Chef pastry tool, and since I don't make pastry or pies, because again, I live alone, for all intents and purposes. I mean, you know, I do have my housemate, but I don't even own a pie plate, pie pan, whatever they are. I know, I'm the anti-female female. That's what I feel like sometimes. Anyway, so now we've done that one. Let's get some vellum going. All right. So we'll start out with the walnut stain. And this is on my list of things that I want to get more of, is different oxide sprays. And these actually are spray stains, and I'm not sure what the difference is. I haven't looked it up. If anybody knows, please tell me. And see, this one is wonky because after a while it just gets everywhere. And I do not know why this one in particular does this. The rest do not. It's just that one, it always has. Since the moment I opened it up. So I know it's not operator error on that. And then we're going to do this. This is a vintage photo. And actually, I'm going to do some droplets. And this is where the fun is going to begin. Okay, so what do I know? Well, not much, according to some people. I mean, look how messy my hands are. Oh well, it's a messy craft. And then I'm going to take this, my water, and these are the best spray bottles I found. Now, hopefully I can get it to repeat its performance. I'm hoping I'm in frame. Okay. And actually I can move you down a little bit, so please avert your eyes. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. There. There we go. And I'm trying to get these to run a little bit. There, good thing I lowered it. One of the reasons I lowered it is because my short self can see the screen. A little bit better. Let's see what this happened. Making a mess and we don't care because we're having fun. Okay, I want to do a little bit more of the walnut stain and really get it. And if I really want to play, we will do Distressed Ink and Vintage Photo and Walnut Stain because they really give it a, and you don't need much. Now it's ink and not, I don't know how much it will run. I don't think much. I mean, I do know it reacts with water, as in, you know, you can thin the color out, but I don't know how much it will do anything else. I don't think it does. So I'm not an expert on any of this. It seems to do that more than it does anything else. So I am going to attempt, get back here. Get back here. Don't have a craft-a-lanch. Let's see, this is coffee. Like I said, I'm just playing and mixing and see what I get. I have no rhyme or reason. It's like I can be so literal and, you know, matchy and controlling is, I think, the word I'm looking for. And then I can turn around and be all like, let's just play. So I'm going to start this, and this one is for the camera. So 3, 2, okay. Obviously that's not working. You know what I wonder what would happen is if I put this in the oven. In the absence of taking it to the oven, I do have an air fryer right out closer that I could. I wonder what that would happen. Shall we try it? Let's try it. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. I'm right here. I'm right here. Here I am. I don't know if you can hear me, but here I am. Okay, almost. All right, so we're gonna try that because, you know, it's an air fryer and it's parchment paper. It's not gonna kill it. So I'm a little bit nervous. I don't know what's gonna happen. What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? There. I'm almost out of paper towels in here. And I know some of you are probably rolling your eyes and saying, we know what's gonna happen, you nitwit. But I don't. I don't. So we're gonna try it. And then on to some tracing paper. Oh, that didn't pick it up. Good. So, first, coffee. But first, coffee. And speaking of, let us take a slurp. Everybody take a slurp. If you have something to drink, take a slurp. Or an actual, not a slurp, but a drink. Let's have some manners. This will dry, so all right. And in case I haven't said expressly, I do the 3, 2, 1 so I know where to mute it. I wish I had lighter colors. If I had lighter colors, I would definitely be using those instead of all the dark ones. But, okay, I don't wish. It would be nice to have. But I do not at this moment. So, we work with what we have. And is not to make mud. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so get the lid on that. Might as well wipe my hands off, even though it really doesn't matter. I'm going to check on this parchment. Okay, people, that did not work out at all. I mean, well, if you don't mind charred bits, because it blew up into the air fryer. But you know what? I'm not too horribly upset. Of course, I don't mind char. I'm always down for a good char broil, a char on my burger. Even like my grandpa, and I learned it from him, did a char on my bread. Whenever we'd have a cookout, a picnic, and he manned the grill, he always liked his toast, you know, throw white bread onto the grill. And he always liked it with a bit of char, and I picked up that from him. And I do. I don't mind even if I make a grilled cheese sandwich and it gets a little dark on one side. I'm okay with that. Okay, so chicks are outside. That's where they live from now on. And I'm a nervous chicken mommy, so I got them well separated from the older hens. You know, they have a pecking order. It's called a pecking order for a reason. That's where it came from. But still, I'm nervous to the actual letting them mingle together and roost together. That really frightens me. So all right, so I am liking this. So this is what tracing paper does with all of this, and I'm going to do a little bit of the red because, well, red's my favorite color. And this one actually kind of you can get it to droplet a little bit better. All right, so this one, oh, this is what I wanted to do. There. See what I can get it to, patterns I can make. Come on, come on. And it, you know, you can, it makes interesting things to let it run off, kind of like get the edges a little bit. Help it along. All right, so this one is gonna go dry. I'm right over here. Not going far. I do have to move the other one because I didn't put it right in front of the fan. So I don't want to take for absolute ever. There. Now that's blowing in the wind. Alrighty. So we've done tracing paper. We've done that. That, I wouldn't do it again. Or maybe on a lower setting and you stand right there and watch it. Oh, let's see. So what did we talk about? It is supposed to be a balmy, I think it's supposed to get in mid-80s. We'll see. So I've got the windows open. See, this doesn't even look yellow. There it is. It is, but it sure doesn't look like it to me. There. As I spray again. There. No, I'm gonna spray again. There. No, I'm gonna spray again. And I don't know, running out of ideas here. Let's see. I know what I could do. Reaching around the corner for my jelly print things. And let's just see if we can get anything to stamp. Oh, look, you can. Oh, it does. It works. Oh my, by Jove, it works a little bit. Not a whole lot. It's going to be a very light impression, but it works. It works. Yay! Yay! I'm so excited. It works. So, but I am on this one, I'm going to dab off the big dots because I don't want to take all day. And it seems like it will take all day. So apparently you just get it wet enough. I'm trying to figure out this. Now this doesn't feel like this might be the tracing paper. Yeah. Maybe. I don't know anymore. So. I'm thinking. We're just gonna build up layer by layer. Get it a little bit wet. Let's try one of the wooden blocks and just see. Like I said, we're just having a play today, and I don't think that's really giving me much. No, it's too wet. But these seem to work probably because it's cardboard and it soaks up more of it. Ooh, look at that, look at that, look at that. Did you see, did you see, did you see? Look at me, Mommy, look at me. Look at me. Ooh. Ooh, getting excited. I hope you can see that box isn't in the way. There. See, that really picked up some shapes. Let's try it one more time down here. So, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so I'm really, I'm really liking that. I don't know about y'all. And it seemed like the more you dried it, it faded out the impressions. Let's try. I'm blotting off some of this color. Once it's pretty dry, it's done. So, yeah, I think this is. I'm just gonna dab, 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 gentle, 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 gentle. All right. So I'm gonna set this one aside to dry. I'm not even gonna put it under the fan because it's small enough. I'm pleasantly surprised at this. So it seems like the secret is the wetter you get it, more color you put on it, I guess obviously the better it's going to stamp. That is actually awesome. What do y'all think? Tell me what you think. Look at my hands. Just make a mess. Make even more of a mess. Wet wash rag. Oh my goodness. This is gonna be not come off very well. I have very dry hands right now anyway, so my hands tend to dry out easily. Okay. It was weird because I always had like dry legs, that kind of thing, dry skin on my arms, but after I hit the big M, it was like night and day. I mean, I always had oily skin on my face, like my face was really oily, and I always joked you could fry an egg on it with that oil, but OMG, I hit menopause and it just was, it was night and day. It was weird. I did not like it. No, I did not. Sam, I am. Now we're going to try it again and see what we get. Walnut stain, so it. See, like, I can't really seem to get this one to dribble when I want it to. But boy, howdy. It's obviously a defective. Defective. Can I say that again? Defective. And I'm actually going to try one of my earlier just shapes ones and see what happens. I'm just digging for one I want. Ooh, I like this spiral and these. Yeah, I do a lot of spirals, different sizes of spirals and dots. All right. So, ooh. Ooh, yeah. Come on. Up. My fingerprints all over it. Oh, I really like that. I really like it. It's just a matter of if it dries like I want it to. Now, I'm going to do a little dots. Ooh! I am wow. Wow. And wow again. So, take my nasty little, and this time I'm going to just try to soak up the little dots as opposed to pressing over the whole thing. Because I do not want to ruin my galaxies. All right, this one I am going to put in front of the fan. So be right back. I have more clothespins up here than I need. Then I'm bringing the stencil one back so we can see our handiwork. And this is vellum, so it is taking its sweet time to dry. I kind of like it because a lot of it has dried into drops. So let me take the gun to it. Okay. Wow. Even with my yucky hands. Yes, I could wear gloves, but actually, I can't stand wearing them. My hands sweat. Oh, for crying in a bucket. Stay up. Like I said, this table is a folding, like, Sterilite or whatever it's called, and so the handle for it is right here, and I hang things on it, but sometimes they fall off. Wow. Y'all, that turned out wonderfully. Gives me another idea. I'm trying to find a place close to set that because it's, for all intents and purposes, dry enough. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to get one of my big stencils, my long ones. So I feel like I'm like not as chit-chatty about everything as I normally am, but I'm playing and it's so much fun to play. Get that over there. I had to poke a hole in it so I could hang it up. There we go. All right, so I'm going to use the Lelo fossilized amber on this and see what happens. Are we ready? Try to get a bit above it. There. And I did pretty heavy-handed, but that's okay. Heavy-handed can be nice. I really, really like how these turned out with the stamps. I am so, yay, it worked. It came out better than I could have ever imagined. because I did not know what was going to happen with this today. I really wasn't sure. There. Try to get some of it off. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Okay. So we know how that looks. Wow, y'all, just, and the beauty of this is after it dries, because it is on tracing paper, it will dry easier and faster. Once it dries, then I can go back in and do around here. Actually, what I could do is I could take my, I'm just thinking, I'm going to try my speckled egg and then do the trick where, you know, you put it on the glass. You could even do it on a jelly plate and then put a little bit of water, just thin it, and then just dab around here. Oh, this has turned out so well. Wow. I just can't stop saying wow. I am so incredibly pleased. And I have alcohol inks coming today. So we will play again with this. Yes, we will. So let me go put this over to dry. We know how it turned out, so I'm going to get the other one and bring it back so we can see those, and then I will call this a video, and then I will turn around for Saturday. Might wait till Monday, but Saturday, this video will go up tomorrow, Friday. The playing cards will go up, will be the next video, the ultra playing cards, and we will be using some of this in something. I've got so many ideas. Oh, my brain is practically exploding with the ideas I can do with this. So hang on, I'll be right back. Hang up there. Oh, shoot. There. And there. Yeah. Bring this one back. And this one back. So, I didn't let it dry enough, so we do kind of have some muddy gray spots, but not bad. I don't think it's that bad. I mean, depending on what you're wanting to use it for, it would go quite well. All right, so let me move the box. What have we done today? We have done the little flowers, which are almost dry. We have done this wacky, and either side actually works, depending on what you're going for. This would be just, oh, just wow. I mean, not quite so much a fan, but it really does lend itself to like fire and smoke. So we've done that one. We've done this one with just the faint impressions, very, very faint. Some of them are. And then, yeah, that'll go good well with something. And then we have our galaxies and dots. And then we have the other one. So that is what we, oops, nope. We have our stencil. And we have our stencil. I'm just, this is upside down. There we go. Right side up. I am just really, really pleased at how today's experiment and play has gone. So again, if you liked what you've seen today, please give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, do so. I highly encourage that. Share with your friends, and especially leave a comment. Tell me what you liked. Tell me what you think you would do with this. You know, I'm open to anything. You know, I'm not one of those, yeah, you can't say that to me. I'm not one of those people. You know, I mean, keep it nice. You know, truth and kindness goes a long way. But anyway, so there's that one, and then the big long stenciled one is up drying. So anyway, in the next video, you will see when I do the altar playing cards, you will see all of these and more in action. So thank you, thank you, thank you for joining me. Thank you everyone who has subscribed, who has commented, who has helped my little channel grow. I'm getting more and more subscribers. I'm still very tiny, but that doesn't matter. I am growing. That's the point, and I'm experimenting, and best of all, I'm having a lot of fun and meeting wonderful people. So until the next time, peace out, guys.